The first time I was at Newport was 1963, I think. And from after that, I've been on, I was here with Peter, Paul, and Mary, with Dylan. We'd get drunk and stay up all night and sit out listening to Son House and Mississippi John Hurt. And the tents, the workshops were just incredible, full of all kinds. The Staples were here, the family. Pete was here. Pete Seeger was always here. So it's part of my history. I've been here. I've sung here. I've had workshops here. I've introduced artists who were unknown to the public, like Joni Mitchell and Leonard Cohen and others. I landed in the right career when I was 19, and I was 19 when I started doing this. So I've had 60 years to figure out why I love it. And I love it because it provides me with an avenue to write songs, to choose songs. I've just made an album with a wonderful bluegrass group called the Chatham County Line, which is coming out in November. In the last 5 or 6 years, I've had a duets album where I sang with Jackson Browne and Michael McDonald and Willie Nelson. And so it excites me. What I do is fantastic for me and for my audiences. Imagine being able to do 120 shows a year. Last year I did 115 of those shows with Stephen Stills. I was out with him on the road all over the country. And next year we're going to tour with Arlo Guthrie. So, I mean, it never stops. I was brought up on all kinds of music. My father was in the radio business. He sang Rodgers and Hart. I knew all those songs. I knew the traditional songs like Danny Boy. And then when I started to learn folk music, I learned all of the traditional songs there. But I never thought about writing songs. There was no reason to. There were so many great songs that I learned from other singers. The year that I found Both Sides Now, that Joni Mitchell sang it to me on the telephone, which I said last night in front of everybody. And she was hanging out with Al Cooper, who started Blood, Sweat and Tears, and he put her on the phone and she sang me Both Sides Now, which is why this whole thing happened. But it was that year in '67 that Leonard, whom I'd also recorded, his first songs that he ever wrote, and he said to me, I love it, I want you to always record my songs, which I have, but he said, I don't understand why you're not writing your own songs. So I went home and wrote Since You've Asked, and I've been writing ever since.
What's up, y'all? This is B.O.B.
This is G-Eazy.
I'm Mo. This is Julia Michaels.
This is Logic. Make sure you subscribe to the Recording Academy channel. Flex.